So, hi everyone, welcome to the channel. My name's Claire, not Crystal. And this channel is about empowering you on your twin flame journey, whatever's going on with that. So, about your inner union, your own inner feminine, masculine, divine, I might add. And I didn't put the word divine in it for some reason. So, somebody not thinking too good of themselves out there, because I normally would put the word divine. And everything I say is part of the channeling. So, everything I say is part of the channeling. It's all healing and clearing energy. So I'm primarily a healer before anything else, but I do a lot of other things. And if you're new, you can read about it in the description box. Right, so I'm just going to see what comes through. My mum's actually coming round, I don't know, she said 30 minutes about 10 minutes ago, so that could be like an hour away from now, you know what I mean? I don't know if your family's like that, but that's kind of... It's funny because I was like that when I was younger, but as soon as I discovered about my dyslexia, dyspraxia, inattentive ADHD, if I know I've got to be somewhere, well, that's more for an appointment actually. Like I would always I factor in like an extra half an hour so that I'd rather be early than late. But if it's something like that, like if I was going to mum and dad's for tea, right, I'll be there about this time, I could easily be the same, like, you know what I mean, a bit later. So there might be something like that that's relevant to some of you. But when the buzzer goes, that'll be, yeah, I just trust that much that that'll be the message done. So I'm just sending you the sage. If you need some sage. So if you haven't seen my post, I'll just sort of recap that we're in Pisces season now. So, God, do you know what I mean? So it's like, again, I must stress, Pisces people, Pisces placements are magical, mystical. But I don't like Pisces season. I just don't. And it's quite a common thing for like quite fiery people like me to not really like it. It's just, it just really does feel like dragging yourself to treacle or dragging yourself to the mud. It's, yeah, that's what I feel. But I'm going to, try my best each day to find the positives in each day. Because being a Sag moon, thank God that's something I'm able to do for myself and others, no matter how dark it is. But on a day like today, when it's Pisces, 0 degrees, Pisces sun, and Cancer moon, that is, oh my God. Again, I've worked with people in the past that have got these placements, but it's generally those energies, so what I was going to say is, yeah, it can be very mystical, very magical, very psychic, all that energy is all about intuition, but it's all about silence as well and tuning in your feelings. But I'm more like with these signs, I more feel the shadow side of it. Like and unfortunately, I'm going to be honest, it's because I've actually felt the shadow side of that from people I've worked with or just anyone in life. So it's kind of like there is that too. I do think it is your own experiences. It must be with the bits where it is in my chart. So it was like I'd said to someone recently, like one of the people that'll be watching, that when I spotted that they had particular placements of people that I've had that have not, that have not treated me so great. Like I was like, I'm actually grateful that I'm being sent people that have got like the lighter side of that placement, you know what I mean? So to open you up to trusting again. So there must be something about, so I'm just drinking my coffee, but it will have meaning because remember, everything does when I'm doing this. But drink glitter and sparkle all day. That's my mug that reminds me of my twin flame, because a medium had said to me years and years and years ago that when he's not in my life, it's like the sparkle's missing. It was something like the sparkle's missing, or yeah, it was the spark or the sparkle. I think it was sparkle though. Like, it's like there's no sparkle in my life. So drink glitter and sparkle all day. Kind of funny if I just said. Well, I would if he was here. Anyway, so moving on. That's quite funny though. Get used to that kind of humour. So on that note though, right, like the wee things that I've just found up. Oh fuck, this is what I mean, guys, right, listen. People that are hashtag old days OGs around here, they know the score, right? Majority of the time, I'm happy, clappy, cheery, joyful, bantery, clear. But the other bits of the time, it's my Scorpio rising, Pluto conjunct my Scorpio rising, deep feels, intensity, and it's not even really that I'm that today, I feel, because it's squaring my Pluto, but it's in fact, like I said before, like, I've if you know astrology, I've got a shitload of squares going on, which, I see that as a challenge. I like a challenge, but it can be challenging in itself. But if you don't know what that means, like, basically it is just that. It's a bit challenging. And but yeah, basically, no, the feels I'm in, I would say, with the energy of today, it's more my sort of mother Mary side, that kind of loving, mothering, caring, if for caring for other people's. But when it's a Monday, that's my day off. So if I just looked at 555, so that's big changes. That's my day off to mother myself. So apart from doing this, and when I'll tune in and do Mediumship Monday, and sometimes I actually just do the Mediumship Monday in the same video. I won't do that today because I'm just putting out that post saying if anyone wanted a card, but it might just be a quick one. I might just do the Mediumship Monday with this angle again, but I'll just decide, because I usually like to sit in the living room and do it like I'm having a cosy wee chat with you. And I think I will do it that way, because then I'll watch Love Island. So it's the Love Island final tonight, so there's going to be some kind of synchronicity with that, because there's going to be some kind of synchronicity with the Love Island final, because there always is. Like, I always notice some kind of synchronicity with messages that I'm channeling each year, no matter if it's the one in the summer or the one in the kind of the winter, like this one. And it's and what I find really interesting about this year is that there is a couple on it that, like, oh yeah, because if you watch all my videos, because some people do tune in to everything, and I'm really grateful if you do. But look, here's already the synchronicity, right? So the time has just reached my birthday number. So I don't know if that's look, right? So it's 418. Remember, my birthday's 1804. That's really interesting, because I pulled a card about birthdays that I'm going to share as well. So that's just extra confirmation. But if you're new around here, sorry OGs, because you hear this all the time, but my birthday numbers add up to the Four of Wands, which is the twin flame card. It's about celebration, union, it's other things, but that's what it means to be twin flame union. So, and what I'm basically saying is, yeah, like on Love Island, there's this couple that are together now, right, called Tom and Molly, and they're just, again, they're all hot, right? They're all young as well, but they're all very good looking people. But what was interesting was, if you watch all the videos, you might remember me saying right at the start that there was a couple that went in that had recently split up, like only 6 months before, which, if you think about it, that's nothing. And it was like, it's, from what I'm gathering, it seemed like they'd gotten a bit bored in the relationship, and it went very, that's what I'm feeling. It feels like two people that have a lot of respect for each other, but it got really boring, and they're just not each other's person. At the start of it, I was kind of thinking, is this a setup? Are they, like, actually really together? And this is all a big plan, and then, they're gonna, but that, my feeling is no, like, they genuinely were split up, and I think they both went in there, thinking, well, we're meant to led to believe that he didn't know, so she knew, obviously, that he was going to be there. But it's I did think at first, like, oh right, they're clearly going to get back together, but that's not what's happened. Like, they've actually, sorted out their differences and become friends. And it's, but what I've, right, basically, where I'm going, this will mean something, right? Where I'm going with this is, I don't see things on Instagram and Facebook and all that shit, right? Because I'm not on all that pish, right? I'm only on here because my guides gave me the nudge to get off of there a long time ago. But and I've not even really seen it on Google or anything, but apparently the nation, the public, are rooting for Molly to get back with her ex, which is Callum. But I feel it's like an analogy for how toxic, like, for how toxic people can be around others, because I'm not seeing what they're seeing, guys. And if I was, that I'd say it. I love a good love story. And originally, I did share that when, the one of the other girls, basically, she did brutally kind of get in the way of them reconciling, so she would have probably been hated by the nation. But I believe it kind of showed them I think it was actually like coming full circle. Like it was all meant to happen. And sometimes it's the way that it was meant to happen. Oh, I can already see. I didn't know where they're going with this, but I can already see where they're going with this. I can see now that it was like that was meant to happen. I think it's so that Molly knew her worth, because you know what I mean. And it could have went the way that it was like, you know, that Callum guy was head was turned by the other good looking one, and then he would learn his lesson and then go back to the one he loves, kind of thing. But it's not worked out like that. And actually, I think it's worked out even better for them. And if I end up being wrong, and then they two, you know, they all leave, and whether she, you know, wins the show with Tom or not, which I really feel she's gonna, I hope she'd. The thing is, this has happened before with Love Island, when I'm so sure that, like, certain that this couple are going to win because it is true love, and that couple doesn't end up winning. And sadly, it's because a lot of the time the public, sometimes the public can spot real true love, and other times I've noticed in the last few years they always used to be on that program. They always used to be able to spot a real deal, because some of those people are still together, with married with kids and that. But the last few years, and again, I won't go too deep into my thoughts on why that might be. But the last few years, I feel they've really got it wrong. And I feel this is one of the times where if they two don't end up winning, it's because the public are not getting over the fact that she's not getting back with her ex. And now I know why I'm channeling about this. It is like on the twin flame journey, when there's toxic people that are rooting for divine masculines to go back to toxic exes. Now, it's not 1144. That's not the case in Love Island, because, like I said, actually, it more reminds me of the Notebook or something. Like, actually, like, her ex is lovely. Like, he's not only a very good looking guy, but he's just such a nice. He's really funny too. When I was watching it's like the bits that they don't put in the main shows. He done this hilarious thing where he was like pretending to be a commentator of wrestling, and I was like, that's a shame, because we've literally not seen any of that guy's humor. So there you go. There's a message as well about, like, I feel that's about for the divine masculines, regardless your gender, that they chose to show you a side of them that was possibly not the best side, you know, like the rocking and rolling, like, you know, I always just use the example from Danny from Greece, because it's just the best one on the twin flame journey. But you know what I mean? It's kind of like too cool for school, or putting on a bit of an act, and it's and that's kind of like, you know, it's not exactly the same with that guy in that program, but I thought that's a bit of a shame, because he's obviously got quite a bit of a funny sense of humour that we've not really seen very much. Like, I've seen bits of it. But anyway, side note, that will just be symbolic of, I don't think your divine masculines have shown you, well, never mind, I don't think, I know for a fact, the divine masculines have not shown you the depth of how far their feelings go for divine feminines, but also their, like, those bits of their personality, like, that they held back. Possibly not the humour, because a lot of divine masculines will use humour to mask how they're feeling or to distract you. And I know that well. It's, not only could I do it myself, but definitely the other half of my soul definitely used to do that with me. Right, so I mentioned, so we'll just see. I'll obviously update you on that when I do a video tomorrow, but I'm very much hoping that Tom and Molly win, because what I'm seeing, they're telling me to just channel a bit more about this, because it'll make sense for some of you. Like, what I saw was somebody that was still heartbroken, hoping that their ex are going to fight for them, and then actually he didn't really do that much. And then when somebody swooped in, like, oh, that's why they're giving me the Grease analogy, you know, Cha swooped in, being the other Georgia girl, you know, that was it. His head was turned, and boom, it was game over. But that showed her that showed her worth, I feel. And then, but also there was a lot of trauma, because I remember an episode a few weeks ago, or maybe it was just a week ago, and she was sobbing because of a comment that had been made that was like something about a relationship that was nowhere near as long as theirs. And I really got that, you know what I mean? Like, I sometimes do feel that insensitivity, is that even a word? Like, not as deeply as that, because I'm quite robust, and because I've integrated my shadow, which, like I said, that doesn't mean, oh, I've integrated my shadow, I'd never need to do shadow work. It doesn't mean that. What it means is I've healed enough of my shadow that there's not a lot that triggers me like that, right? But what I'm trying to say is, like, sometimes with the twin flame community, I do feel it is rather insensitive sometimes when you've got people thinking that, you know, a relatively quite short amount of time is like devastating when you've got people that have been apart from their person for like decades. And I'm not just talking about me, by the way, because there's people that have been apart from their twin for longer than me. But it's just, you know, I am one of the ones that has been a long time as well. But again, I always think pain is, you know, pain is pain. So it doesn't matter how long you've been apart from your person, but it kind of does a little bit. You know, if we're talking 2 months or something, that isn't a lot. And I just sometimes question when I see comments like that on other people's channels about being apart from their friend for 2 months. My my head goes to, but what are we talking about here? Like, you know, how long you known this person? When you say you've been in separation for 2 months, like, well, that, you know what I mean? You've got a lot longer to go, you know what I mean? Because it's like sometimes it looks like people are thinking that, like, you know, how much longer to go? It's been 2 months, and it's thinking, are you fucking kidding me? 2 years is nothing, so 2 months is like totally like insignificant. But anyway, so there's going to be something about time here, but um, but yeah, I don't know. I just that it kind of it's annoying to watch that on Love Island, because it's that Tom guy's really, again, he is just really good looking, but he's just a really nice guy as well. Like, and you can tell it's taking him a lot to drop his guard and trust that he's doing the right thing when the girl's ex is in there, and they're really good friends, which is nice as well. And but it's like when he's hearing comments from the public that, like, and people's friends and family have been like, oh yeah, people are rooting for Molly and Callum to be together and stuff. It's kind of like, I get it, people love a love story, but that more feels like people are pushing a love story that's not the right thing. And that's when it reminds me of the Twin Flame journey. It reminds me of when that's happened in Twin Flame journeys, where someone might have, you know, got back with someone, but it's not the right person, like, because there's something wrong about it. Now, that's not a good example with them, because, like I said, they are all really amazing people. Well, that might be the case with yours, that you're all amazing people, it's just not the right person. But there are a lot of people that isn't that way. Like, you know, the people that, karmic energies that people get involved with, end up fucking them over in a massive way. And then it shows them who their true twin flame is. But yeah, it's not nice to watch, because it's quite interesting. Like, that's what I find interesting about observing these programs, is like, you know, guys have feelings too. And there's, you know, even last night there was one of the ones talking about their insecurities, and I thought that's actually really amazing that, like, they're, you know, it's a good part of these programs that it is more showing the sort of the feminine side of a lot of men, that they're afraid of getting hurt as well. Because let's face it, like, that one of these cards is going to come out of this deck. That is what is behind divine masculine energies on the twin flame journey as well, is afraid of getting hurt, especially if they've been hurt in previous relationships. Okay, so they told me I could stop channeling about Love Island now. Fucking hell, my mum's going to be at the doorknob and they pulled the card. But anyway, these are what I found on the floor. Empowerment and confidence. Oh, and see how it fits. What they were telling me was somebody's been disempowered and their confidence has been on the floor, possibly still is, because of things that they've been in that weren't right for them. Something could be significant about the full moon, which is actually coming up towards the end of the week there on the 24th. Full moon in Virgo. So you might want to see where that is in your chart. But then I found this on the floor, which is about moving on, the Six of Swords. I know that peaceful times will come, and the crystal is Sudulite, if you want to know what the crystal is. So there's more peaceful times to come after a rocky road. So I'm going to trust that whatever bits and bobs I just said about Love Island will speak to some. But it's about trust, because what I'm saying is that Tom guy's having to trust that they're right and they know what they're feeling, and Molly's telling him the truth, and that you know, they're not going to get back together as soon as they get out. And I don't feel they are. But if I don't mind being wrong if I'm wrong, but I feel I'm looking at a really hot couple that are not only good looking but actually have a lot of respect for each other, and that it's a real deal. So yes, it's nice to watch. It's nice to watch. Right, so, and it's actually really lovely to watch two people really growing up, they work out, like, because that's what's been interesting. Again, you can tell it's the therapist part of me that's loving this. But it's like, you know, because that was being said, oh my God. 2 decks together, guys. I'm mind blown. I'm fucking mind blown. I am fucking mind blown. If you'll know why I'm mind blown. Even if my mum comes to the buzzer now, that would all make sense. And the reading's just weirdly been mostly me channeling about a programme. I just wrote that in the community tab. I just literally wrote, somebody's missing you. And you can go and read what I wrote, but oh shit, wait a minute. If this is ages after, then it's very hard to scroll. Well, it's not very, it is a drainer to scroll back all the way. That they need to sort that out, actually. That's really annoying, how it's like really annoying to scroll back. But obviously, if you're watching this real time, you can go and read it. But generally, the song that came on from is called A Year Ago, so that could be significant somewhere. Perhaps you've been in a separation for a year, or perhaps something happened a year ago, something like that. But obviously that isn't going to be the case for a lot of other people where it's been longer than that. But there's something about the song starts off saying, I miss you. And all the other words don't actually make sense for a lot of people. Like, it definitely doesn't make any sense for my situation, because it's like, it sounds like two people that live with each other. But you know what I mean? But that bit, it's just funny because it just starts, it comes on really loud sometimes on my alarm, and it just goes, I miss you. Well, what? Who? And yeah, I just basically said that I felt it was this vibe of somebody missing you from the other songs. And then that song came on as I was finishing to confirm it. So yeah, there's definitely a divine masculine that is missing you if you're the divine feminine, or divine masculine if you are watching, you are missing your divine feminine. And I do just get this feeling of it's like taking somebody by surprise how much they actually miss you. Just needed to drink my coffee there, so we needed a silence. So yeah, and so cards I pulled before it came on were somebody's like yearning for you, and I do feel it is that kind of like, that kind of, you know, just really wanting you, missing you, needing you. What's that say? I'm recovering from this and I'll be happy again. Oh my god. That fits with when I've channeled about the masculines that are recovering from toxic situations, whether it be with other love situations, or if we can even call it that for what some people have been through, or like, you know, anyone around them that's betrayed them. Do you like the fact that it's not a wolf howling at the moon, it's a wolf howling at a rainbow? I just found them on the floor and put them there like that. So again, the wolf power animal might be significant to someone watching this. That's one of my main ones. The rainbow frequency, the rainbow codes may be coming in too. We're rainbow warriors around here. Welcome, new people. Again, I'm excited to be seeing that it's 901. It's weird to look at it. And then right away I was like, oh, that means we need 99. 99 red balloons. Oh, I don't know what that could mean to you. Oh, shit. Oh my god. This is why I just love mediumship. It is, someone's got a birthday. So either somebody's birthday's, and again, it doesn't need to be that your birthday's the 19th of February. It could just be that it's coming up soon, and how soon is soon. But there's something about birthdays, because I pulled a card about somebody being sorry for missing your birthday and not reaching out, and that like they wanted to, but they'll make it up to you. So this could have been a thing from the past, or this could be something that's more recent past if you've just had a birthday, or this could be something upcoming if you've got a birthday coming. And yeah, there's definitely something about hearing songs, and it's just making this person miss you even more. So these were the combination of stuff that I picked up. So, and although I didn't pick any ones about karmic energies, there is still a strong feeling of some divine masculines that are only just now leaving karmic situations. And remember, because I channel past, present, future, the annoying thing is some of them might be not leaving it right now, you know, but it is to come. But it's, so who knows, like, you let me know in the comments if you can, or email me and update me, because I'm always interested to know what resonates. But yeah, there's definitely some divine masculines that haven't yet left karmic situations, but they want to and they miss you. for whatever reason. So maybe it doesn't always need to be romantic. It can be haven't left friendship circles yet, haven't left behind family that are toxic. It's something. It's not going to be all of this. I hope for, you know, it could be for some, but you know what I was being reminded of when I woke up there, and it's annoying because it's like the songs that came on I screenshotted on the phone I'm filming on, but I was just trying to remember. All right, so they've reminded me. The song that woke me up on my alarm, and I was not ready to get up, so I snoozed it, was "Been waiting for a lifetime for you, wasn't looking for love till I found you." So that's kind of like what I said there, but you know, it's the one off of 50 Shades of Grey. In your eyes, na, na, na. You know, it's just a very intense song. And it's not a coincidence that last night, what did I watch? That's right, 50 Shades of Grey. Now, I love all the 50 Shades of Grey films, right? I just love it. And I more love it for the romance, if I'm honest. Like, you know, it's not, you know, the racy scenes and all that are great. Well, some of them. Again, the first one just, yeah, some of it's a bit much. I think we could, listen, I was about to say I think we could all be agreed, but hey, how do I know what you're into? But some of it's a bit much. But what I'm saying is I love the love story between them and the intensity, because it's very Plutonian, as I like to say. But because what really stood out to me when I was watching it yesterday, because I just found it on a movie channel, I thought I was going to watch it, and it was when he's like, you know, it's right when he's met her, and she's like, you know, he looks at her and he's like, I have to, something, I can't remember exactly what he says, but he's like, I have to stay away from you. You know, when he's looking at her, but he doesn't want to. His eyes are not saying that, but he's like, I have to stay away from you. It's like, you know, he thinks he's going to taint her or something, because she is very innocent and pure, because that's what they get across. Now, that's why, like that is very like the twin flame journey. It's very common that divine masculines can feel like, you know, they're sacrificing how they feel, because it's like, you know, it's better I stay away from you, I'm just going to hurt you kind of thing, or I'm not good enough, or what. And again, and none of that is true. Divine masculines, you are good enough. You've just been around either other romantic partners that have contributed to you feeling like that, or the other people that are around you. But it's but the more that you heal yourself, divine feminine, the more that helps your divine masculine. But it can take a while to catch up to that. So but it's always worth it, because like I always say, you know, you're stuck with you the whole time, so it's worth being your own best friend and falling in love with yourself. And on the twin flame journey, it's necessary, because that is your energy as well. But that goes for people that aren't on the twin flame journey, you know what I mean? It's like, you're never going to regret doing that work on yourself. And if you're on the twin flame journey, you need to do that work on yourself, or it will show that you haven't, basically. Like, that's why it's kind of like, look, it's not a race to get in a union, because if you get in a union and you haven't done that work, it'll show. The cracks will show, and it'll fall apart. Sorry to be very Cancer, moon, sadness, trauma about this, because that's the shadow side, but it's true. And Pisces sun would be victim mode if we're going into the shadow of both sides, but it's true. It's like, it'll show. If you've not done the work, it'll show. So, you know, give your masculines time to heal. But at the same time, I know it's hard, but you have to simultaneously, divine masculines, not think they need to be perfect before going to your divine feminine, because there will always be things that come up between the two of you to work through, but it's about knowing that you both want to work on it. And that, I can see how I'm channeling 50 Shades of Grey stuff again there. But yeah, but then he's like, fuck it, you know what I mean? And he kisses her in the lift, and I think, you know, ladies especially, that's definitely something that's like, oh, hello there, I need something like that, do you know what I mean? Because it's just fucking hot. But it's, yeah, that was the vibe that's in the air. Like, someone might be trying to stay away, but they're like, fuck it, I can't. So you might have already had some kind of moment, that sounds like I'm describing some kind of moment like this, where you can feel somebody they want to stay away, but they don't, you know, like they feel like they should stay away, and possibly because people are telling them to stay away. And it could also be, you know, the obvious one, because they shouldn't be, because they're with someone else. But even it doesn't always need to be that. It could be family members and friends that disapprove. But there's a card that says that. But it's kind of like, you know, it could have felt like someone wants to be there, but something is telling them that they shouldn't be. Or that's what you'll experience when you see them. But I hope not, because I'm putting out there that you experience something where the person's done their work and it's the right time. But just because of helping people over the past 9 years with this, and being on this journey and listening to lots of stories, you know, it's not always a bed of roses. That's probably why they've given me the 50 Shades of Grey example there. Because think about how many people are out there. Like, people are literally trying to fucking kill them in that film, you know what I mean? Jealous exes and fucking hell, all sorts. So, what else have we got for this? And see what I mean about my mum. I just looked at the time, 411, so 144. What else have we got? I ran away because I felt I couldn't live up to your needs and expectations. Yeah, so there was that as well, that it's kind of like somebody felt like you deserved better and they were worried that they weren't going to be able to. And the thing is that with that card, it's not that they weren't going to be able to match your needs and expectations, it's their own, like putting too much pressure on themselves. And that's a lot of the time when someone's been surrounded by someone else, like maybe like a really high maintenance girlfriend or boyfriend, whatever, whoever sex is listening, whatever applies, or it could even be family members if everything you done was never good enough, you know what I mean? And there is something I'm hiding from you. Oh God, here we go with the Pisces season secrets. So, you know, is this person hiding that they miss you and they love you? Well, that definitely is coming through, but is there something more? What is it this person's hiding? I can see myself in the future with you. So, I mean, so far that's quite wholesome. This person's hiding that they see a future with you, if you're wanting a future with them. And I want a new beginning with you. Yep. I mean, should I just stop right now while it's seeming very lovely? This person's hiding they want a future with you and they want a new beginning with you if you're willing to give them a chance. But, and I was like, why the fuck's that come out? Before they've either told you, I'm not ready, if you pushed it, or I feel it could have been something a lot harsher than that. I feel it could have been a bit of possibly even gaslighting, which we don't like around here, but it's when others have been subject to that, it can happen. And that's what doing shadow work and going inwards and looking at, wait a minute, I wouldn't want that done to me, I don't want to do that to others. So I feel if that's happened to you, there'll be apologies that come your way and stuff, but there's something about somebody that made it seem like they didn't want anything with you. You're crazy to even think that, but that was bullshit because you're their divine counterpart. And I feel it came from others around them. They hate the distance. This person's wanting to put the distance behind them, and you're the first thing on their mind when they wake up in the morning. And please don't give up on them. This person feels like they might be coming in soon, and I'll come back for you. And I think this person's coming in soon because they really don't want to lose you. They are intimidated by this love and intimidated by you in the sense that I feel whoever I'm talking to, you're easily able to express yourself. And perhaps this person isn't, so be gentle with them. But you are the person of their dreams. They just might tell you in their own way. They might show you rather than tell you. Told you. I don't like saying told you, but it just came out my mouth. I'm planning on reaching out to you. And they're putting the toxicity behind them. Yeah, so that, when I said that, that was obviously God speaking through me. If you're new to me, that's how I describe it, because that's the truth. But this person's aware that they were toxic to you in the past, and they will make it up to you. And it's 33 minutes in. That's Jesus' forgiveness number. And what have we got? So it's a big message from Divine Masculines today. Oh my God, now you see why I channeled about Love Island? I'm terrified of being vulnerable to you in case I get hurt. I'm sorry. There was a lot of that in that, and basically that's what I was saying. That's why I'm admiring the guys on that show. Again, whether it helps that they're wanting to win the money, but I don't get that vibe. It feels very genuine. And I'll get in touch very soon. Wow. Wait a minute. Let's put that beside there. So in the past, this person was afraid to open up. They're afraid of being vulnerable, but they really want to see you. I want to get back together with you. I miss you so much. So there's just a huge theme here of missing somebody. And it's because I'll never be happy if I can't be with you. This is what we would call a runner giving in. You know, like this person's admitting that to themselves. So that takes a lot of courage. And there's no messages from the Divine Feminines because I still can't find my cards. So it's just a message for the Divine Feminine, or it's Divine Masculines watching to give you clarity on, oh, fuck yeah, that is how I feel. So I don't know. Or it's even weirder if you're a Divine Masculine watching this and you're nowhere near this, because over the years that will have happened, where someone could be watching something I've channeled thinking, that's not going to happen to me, what a load of shit. And then it actually has happened to some people now. So hopefully I can help in that way, where people can take on board if it's strongly resonating, you take the warnings not to get pulled into things that aren't right for you. Although, again, divine mistakes, people that get involved with toxic people, look, there's lessons to be learned. That's why that just came out as I was saying that. The grass wasn't greener on the other side. So that's why I always say that, you know, just because if you're a divine feminine that's like tempted to sort of shame your masculine or that, like, they don't need that. They've went through the karma that they're meant to learn the lessons that they need to learn, and they need a lot of love from you. And I'm sure a lot of the divine feminines that are hearing this know that. And it's about giving someone a chance to hear them out. It doesn't mean that you can't be upset and angry, by the way. That's not what I'm saying. But it's about blame and shame never gets anyone anywhere. And I just don't, although I'm sounding quite serious when I'm channeling this, I don't look at it as seriously as everyone else. Like, yeah, I've been hurt and all that on this journey. Like, deeply hurt. But I just understand what it's all about, and that it's all to do with the lessons that you both learn on the journey. And I've just always had a deeper understanding of it, really, I feel. And I know that I know that we are still deeply connected, and I need to heal my own issues first. So I feel for a portion of people, they're still healing their own issues and they need more time, but they miss you. And for another, I don't know why I'm saying portion, but yeah, portion of the masculines, they've already done this, and they'll be getting in touch soon. And I'm struggling to open myself up to it. They just could be struggling to do that, not knowing what to say, but still secretly longing for you. Now let's get these cards, because they often add another element of conversation. And see what I mean about my mum. It's now been 36 minutes, and she'd said 10 minutes. So that's what so there might be something funny here about family things. Like, yeah, there could be not so good things too, but you know that there could be funny wee family traits here, because, you know, I just knew my mum said I'll be 30 minutes, that there's no way she was going to be 30 minutes, so I'd have time to do this. It's quite funny. But I'm digging deeper into that, although that's a funny thing. It could be about generational patterns, you know, because it's quite renowned for my family to be like, oh, they're late, you know what I mean? Or we'll say it about each other. Which, like I said, isn't really true for me so much now, because if I was actually going to an official thing, I wouldn't be late, I'd be really early. Oh, there she is. Coming now. Oh, wait a minute, I just need to tell her it doesn't matter. She was going to get me a coffee, but she doesn't need to do that. My mum's a cutie, guys. My mama. I like to call her my mama. Right, okay, so, but like I said, although I'm talking like that about my mum, I'm just aware that, you know, just the very fact that I'm mentioning anything to do with mums, it might not be the case that a lot of people feel like that about their mums. So again, and also that is relevant because it's Cancer Moon today, and that is the mother. So, and if you're not aware about me, if you've just found me, I am this weird energy of, sometimes I'm fierce Kali, Goddess Isis energy, and other times I'm Mary Magdalene. Well, I'm always Mary Magdalene energy and Mother Mary. And like I said, today it's more Mother Mary. So I do attract, yeah, there is something in that. I attract a lot of people where, you know, they've not had the best experiences with any of their family or some of their family, and I very much mother people. So, in a healthy way, you know what I mean? Like, I teach people boundaries, but at the same time, hopefully you do feel that love that comes from a genuine place when I'm doing all of this. So empower your inner child is basically what I'm saying. I create the space for you to empower yourself, however you want to say it, because again, a healer just holds space for you to heal yourself. But like I always like to say, I have to acknowledge it in myself and anyone else that does similar to me, that I have created the environment and the tools with my shamanic journeys for people to do that. I still see your smiling face in my mind's eye. That's a really strong message, because that's come out a few times. Somebody's hearing your voice in their head, and they're hearing your voice through songs. They're seeing your smile in their third eye. Like, they can't get you out of their head. And I feel this person really wants to tell you that. I wish I could take back the hurtful things I said. It was wrong to take out my frustration on you. Fucking mind blowing again. I do love doing this. You know what I mean? But that's what I meant earlier when I said, like, this is actually really quite good for my mediumship, but it's really good for anything that I do, because I tap into, like, really, I tap into deep emotions all the time, but you know what I mean? Like, this is really deep feels. And I mean, that's exactly what I've channeled. That somebody has gaslit you or said things that they didn't mean to put you off the scent because you were getting too close. And then they've beat themselves up about it. So if you know that that's the case, that'll probably really speak to you. If that doesn't make sense, this isn't yours. But being apart is... And then that also said that, didn't I? So again, it's not me though, it's God and the guide speaking through me, but it's still amazing me. Being apart has been more difficult than I could accept. And I said that at the start, that like this person didn't think they were going to miss you this much. They didn't think it was going to be this hard. It's somebody's like done a total 180 of like knowing you meant a lot to them, but feeling like, look, I have to sacrifice this because I'm never going to feel good enough for this person. I love and respect them, but I have to push them away because I can't handle this. And again, that's what I said yesterday about it's fear, fight or flight response. If someone's fear is stronger than their desire, they will absolutely fuck it up, aka they'll self-sabotage it. But whatever time you've spent apart, whether it's decades, years, months, whatever, I hesitate saying months, guys. The things I'm going to pick up on, it's not going to be months, right? It's definitely going to be a year, especially because that said a year ago, that song, but it's going to be a year or years. And even a year is not long. So if it's a year, I would say that was like you'd come in a reunion and then you've had another year on top or something like that. But it's like whatever it is, this person they've had a 180. Whatever they couldn't see before, they've now healed enough of their wounds to be able to feel good enough to see a future with you, and they're just hoping that you want the same. Because when times got tough, I gave up too soon. That one came out on the music shorts, and I still have dreams about our happy times together, and that came out yesterday. Right, what I did want to do is, I don't really want to ruin this, but I did pull some fuckery cards here. Actually, that deck I was using as a fuckery deck, all the other cards, but they didn't come out, so that's good. Apart from there's something I'm hiding from you, which could be something heavy. Like, let's not beat around the bush here. It could be that someone's taking a long time to come forward because there's some stuff that they don't want to share. And more than the deeper feelings. So that is, wise to be aware of that. But I'm sure that's just pointing out the obvious for a lot of people. And of course it could be that you're catastrophizing. We just don't know. And that's the fucking mystery of Pisces season. And that's a lot of reason why I can't stand it, guys. But I'm very good at helping others with that. Like, I always say about Pisces, like, you're never going to work it out. So just basically give it up. Surrender. Let go and let God. And everything will make sense. And do you know what? What I would say is be very, very grateful if your answers come about during Pisces season, like before the shift to Aries around the 22nd of March. Think yourself very, very lucky, because I think if you're in a confusing, painful, lost, ready to give up state in Pisces season, it's a lot rougher than any other. So if you do happen to get the lighter, magical, mystical, true love union, because it's soulmates and twin flames, soulmates is Pisces energy, unconditional love, be really, really grateful, because there'll be a lot of other people that aren't getting that. So yet guys, right, what's the fuckery? Can you show us some of the karmic energies? Now this deck's good for that, that's why I got it. So faceless ghosts and haunted girl, ghost people. Well, I think that's obvious. That's hilarious. Somebody ghosted you. Somebody just couldn't handle their feelings and they did definitely ghost you, or you ghosted your person. That's what I get from that card. And they now regret doing that, and they're going to talk about all that they've reflected on about why they do that to you and why they've possibly done it to others. Sea beacon theory guidance, but where will it lead you? Oh my god, I know what that card's about. I don't know where the guidebook is, but I remember that card. And again, remember, I don't study guidebooks. I just remember when I read it once. That is about somebody took the guidance from the wrong people.
Like somebody took, shit, it could even be some, like that could even be like somebody's pal or family member being like, I'd just ghost them. Like, maybe it was like, here, mate, just ghost them. If you want to pick that back up later, just ghost them. You know what I mean? Bad advice. Something like that. Bad advice. Something might be coming about next month because I'm being drawn to free March. You can't see there's a free, but there's a free on it. 21. Miracle. Oh, look, and I just said that about miracles. Someday, look, I feel that this is about a divine feminine that might feel like my divine masculine's really guarded. I can't see them coming forward anytime soon. But I feel you might be a little bit surprised. There could be miracles coming about here. Shit, look, something could be significant about the 21st of March. And I just said the 22nd of March. So the 21st and 22nd of March could be significant here. Could be a birthday, could be when there's a reunion or a union. That's not going to be for everyone, but that's sticking out at me. An eclipse, a powerful energy shift. Yeah, so again, there's going to be a miraculous, spontaneous change in this person. So this is what I mean. This person might not have realised that yet. And also, angel of alchemy. Someone's been turning their pain into power. But they could have already went through all of this and they're going to pop up. You just don't know and you've got to let it go. Aloha healing, to me that always reminds me of Ho'oponopono, where you repeat, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. That's on my playlist, or you can get that on YouTube anywhere. There's something about 44 here that's sticking out to me on that card. It says Fairy of the Green World, natural world needs you, so you might need to go out into nature. Sea storm, calm amid chaos. This person's in a bit of a storm right now, if this is you, divine masculine, and I'm clearing energy, hiccuping. But there's going to be calm after the storm. And remember that tarot card that's buried here said that. Right, let's see if we can squeeze in a mixed emotion. Now I'm hearing Cure My Desire, but I meant to sing mixed. You're giving me mixed emotion. I can't sing that. There's a song called Mixed Emotions and there's a song called Cure My Desire. Cure My Desire would fit with the desiring energy. How's this masculine feeling currently, real time? So someone can identify whether this is them or their person, or a feeling of how you might be feeling they feel. But remember, take it with a pinch of salt. I hope that this helps you, but I would also just do that too. Do both. Wow, receptive. Out of all those fucking emotions, and some of them are really dark, open, accepting, and welcoming. This person is coming in. Look, they could be coming in with flowers to say sorry. I don't know. It's kind of like, doesn't need to be that, but roses mean true love to me. But it's like, this person is now, they're receptive to your love where they weren't before. And I can feel a lot of healing going to my heart chakra as I'm saying that. And they were homing my eyes in on the wee polka dot heart here. Somebody's way more open to this stuff than they were ever before. If they've ever, I don't feel this person's ever been open to this. But now they're like really, really in their feels. And also maybe James Arthur came on. That was one of the songs that came on. And that's the one where he, you know, if you listen to the song, he just sounds confused. It always reminds me of someone awakening. And it was like they wanted me to say to you, like, you know, if that is the divine masculines out there, you're not alone, you know, and there are channels like this and other beautiful channels, you know, ask your guides to guide you to people that will be able to support you on that journey if you're not ready to go to your twin yet. As part of spiritual awakening and part of twin flame awakening in particular. I'm fucking mind blown. I just mentioned that actual card. I mentioned that actual card in the post. I'm freaked out here. Dissatisfied, incomplete, and purposeless. I mean, look at what I was just saying. So this person, this man, because it is a man in the card, but your divine masculine could be a woman as well. This person's feeling deeply unfulfilled, dissatisfied, incomplete, and purposeless. But it's going to push them at some point, and we just don't know when that is, to be towards their feminine. This person wants love. And again, this is like, this is a good energy for me to channel in this for other people, but it's a bit much for me because this is where in my chart where I really feel it. It's like the kind of energy where you just want a cuddle or you want to cuddle someone, and it's like, that's what that looks like. This person just needs a cuddle from somebody that really loves them, cares about them. Doesn't necessarily need to be a twin flame, that just somebody that really actually does genuinely care about them. Trust. And I've said that. I was talking about you just need to trust. And I feel that person needs to trust that it's time to leap towards their person. Relying, interdependent and certain. And encouraged is that one. And there's my mum. That's like twin flames encouraging each other. See you later. Wait a minute. I'll just end it. Bye.